Hello, and welcome to the EC2U Science Battle at the European Researchers' Night. We are going to experience something unique, gorgeous, and surprising, a fun-loving science event. I am Gonçalo Marcelo, your host here in Coimbra. So you might be asking, what is a science battle? Well, the format of the science battle was invented at the University of Turku in 2016 for the Researchers' Night, with the idea that we want to give everybody a glimpse to the world of researchers and science. What will a researcher do when he or she faces a new dilemma? Or even better, how would a group of scientists react to an odd question? And to figure that out, we needed your help. We asked people from all EC2U Alliance cities, Coimbra here in Portugal, Iasi in Romania, Jena in Germany, Pavia in Italy, Poitiers in France, Turku in Finland, and Salamanca in Spain, what you would like to know. What problem should researchers solve? And we got lots of questions. So really, thank you. And now I'm passing the word to Cerban Fornicu in University Iași. Cerban.
Thank you, Coimbra. Hello to everyone here online and at each location around Europe. My name is Cerban Vornicu. I'm your host here in Romania, in Iași. So you might be wondering what combines these 7 universities and also these 7 cities present today. Well, EC2U stands for the European Campus of City Universities. This alliance is coordinated by the University of Poitiers, and the aim is to create a multicultural, multilingual joint campus. Well, the model is based on openness, while strengthening the links not only between these 7 universities, but also between their students and the citizens of each city. Social and cultural projects are at the core of this initiative, and this science battle is a fabulous way to connect and learn from each other. The 2022 science battle is the second time that EC2U universities will be competing together. Well, last year it was Pavia, Turku, and Poitiers. Pavia won the science battle last year in 2021. So this year's winner will battle against Pavia in 2023 to win the final. So to kick off with some facts about the university competing today, next is Uni Jena.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome in Jena. So my name is Anne Dünger.
And I am Jack Pop. Hello.
And yeah, so we're here in the biggest lecture hall of the university campus in the city center of Jena. And Jena is, as you guys here know, what we would like to show you is the city of light and of optics, so it's strong in natural science, but it's also known for its 450-year history in philosophy and literature. Today, there are over 18,000 students and staff from all over the world, making Jena the city with the highest academic ratio in Germany.
And here's also a quick fun fact about Jena. Right outside the building, on the other side of the street, there is the Jena Tower. Jena Tower is 160 meters high. It's the tallest office building in Eastern Germany. And some of our university staff, they're sitting here, but you will never guess what's inside of the Jena Tower. It's cookies. It's cookies. So we're pretty good equipped with brain food here. But Alberto, tell us something about Salamanca University.
Thank you, Uni Jena, and hello to everybody here with us online at each location around Europe. Now it's Uni Salamanca turn, and I am your host here, Alberto Perez. Nice to meet you. The University of Salamanca has just celebrated its 800th birthday and is one of the oldest in the world. It has a long humanistic and scientific tradition and has a representation in 4 cities Salamanca, Zamora, Ávila, and Béjar. The University of Salamanca is one of the top 300 institutions in the world for employability according to the QS World University Ranking. Its 26 faculties and university colleges train over 30,000 students. It's an international university that welcomes over 7,000 students every year from all continents. Okay, and what is special about UniIAS?
Well, we would like you to know that Alexandru and Cuza University of Iași is the oldest higher education institution in Romania. Since 1860, the university has been carrying on a tradition of excellence and innovation in the fields of education and also research. With over 24,000 students and 716 academic staff, the university enjoys high prestige. Also, our university is a member of some of the most important university networks and associations, which offer us the opportunity to experience changes and also to have student and teacher mobilities and joint academic research and strategy programs. It is a really dynamic campus. We do have a really dynamic campus, and also we enjoy having international students with us. Coimbra, please tell us more about your university.
So we are here at the University of Quimbra, a World Heritage University that was born under a king's idea in 1290. We are that old. We are in the center of Portugal, between mountains and ocean. Our city and university grew together to create a unique studying and living environment. The university has around 26,000 students, 20% of them coming from abroad. And we have the largest and oldest of all students' unions. In our House of Knowledge, which is awarded for its sustainability, there are 3 campuses, 2 stadiums, 2 museums, 1 theater, a botanical garden, and 16 libraries. And now for the rules of the game. So, as you know, the first rule of the Fight Club is you don't talk about the Fight Club. The second rule of the Fight Club is, oh, sorry, wrong script. Okay, the rules of science battle. First rule, let's have fun. Even though we all love science and believe in the search for truth, we also want to have fun. Reason for which I was reading from the wrong script at the beginning. Rule number 2, the teams will solve questions which we have collected throughout the summer from the audience and general public. Thank you to all of you who sent in questions, and I can't wait to see them baffle our researchers and all the other researchers in the other teams. And you can still post questions in the chat for those of you who are attending in Zoom during the show. The best one will be included in the second half of the show. The teams will be given a certain amount of time to solve the questions addressed to them, which is between 1 and 5 minutes. Number 4, when the time is over, the teams will shortly present their answers. The judges from Pavia, Poitiers, and Turku will award 1 to 10 points for the best, cleverest, or most entertaining answer. Number 6, the audience selects the best answer on the web or by raising their hands on site. So you can vote too, for those of you who are in the audience. The winner of the audience votes gets 3 extra points. The second, 2 points. The third, 1 point. And the fourth team, unfortunately, at each site gets no point at all. Also, number 7, and very importantly, the teams all have 3 lifelines. So they can either phone a friend if they don't know the answer, or ask the audience at each site, or enable the web, that is, use the internet. Be very attentive because each team can only use each lifeline once. Number 8, we will have throughout the event interim point counts to see which team is leading in between before the end of the event. And in the end, we count all points together and see who won the 2022 Science Battle. We have 3 judges: Alessandro Bacchetta from the University of Pavia, Nina Yagenefar from the University of Poitiers, and from University of Turku, Emerita Professor Rita Picco, who is one of the creators of the Science Battle. And the judges know this is a fun battle. They will not seek only for the right answer, even though this is important, or for the way towards it. They will also give points for entertaining, surprising, and fun answers. Each university has a team of 5 or 6 scientists from a variety of fields that participate in order to show how they collaborate to tackle the questions assigned to them. So let's see who is on the team in University Iași.
Hello, we invite you to meet our team from Iași, starting with Alexandru. Hello.
Well, getting back to it, my name is Alexandru Maxim. I'm from the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration here in Iași. I specialize in marketing, consumer behavior, supply chain management, and as a passion, renewable energy and energy policies throughout Europe. I'm very excited to be here with my colleagues. So.
Hello, my name is Laura Hroșta. I am a research assistant. I have graduated Faculty of Physics here in Iași, and now I'm working on solar cells in photovoltaic field. And today I'm going to work with my colleagues to give the best answer for you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lucian Fusu. I'm a professor at the Faculty of Biology. As a scientist, I'm studying insects and their evolution and their diversity.
Hi, everybody. My name is Corina. I'm from philosophy faculty. I'm specialized in communication sciences, especially in mass communication. And I'm very pleased to be here and looking forward to your questions.
Hi there. My name is Lucian, second Lucian in the team. I'm at the Faculty of Geography, and I've made a PhD in the role of geography upon quality of life. I'm very interested in spatial instruments. Therefore, spatial statistics is one of my fields of study. But I also have a lot of hobbies, but I think we'll talk later about them.
Hello, ECTU. I'm Alina. I'm teaching in chemistry, medical biochemistry and immunology. And as a researcher, I do a lot of study using enzyme for lysosomal storage disorder, peptide and protein chemistry for neurodegenerative diseases. And of course, we analyze all peptides, macromolecules using mass spectrometry. Thank you, and I wish you good luck.
For the presentation of our team. So other universities, brace yourselves, because we have an awesome team with a variety of research fields and a very diverse mix of different researchers and topics. And we're going to introduce them to you one by one. So a big round of applause for Rachel Akinjede from the Institute of Biodiversity.
Come up front, Rachel. So nice to have you. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. And you did bring something with you, didn't you?
Sure, I did. So I have here with me a tiny prototype of a soil core. You might call it dirt, but it actually represents the source of life and, of course, food on Earth.
That sounds great. So have a seat, and let's see who comes next.
Next one, from the Institute of Microbiology, is Dr. Katrin Fröhlich.
Hello. Hi, Katrin. Hi. So you brought something really interesting to you. What?
It's a non-pathogenic Salmonella bacterium.
So it's non-pathogenic? You sure? Okay, sit down, please.
Next one from the University Clinic, from the field of medicine, is Paulina Fuentes Zacarias.
Paulina, welcome. So, how are you?
I'm fine.
And what is that thing you brought with us?
Placenta, I guess you recognize it, because when women are pregnant, they also have a placenta. I mean, the baby, but a placenta. Okay.
Wow, a placenta, and it looks so cuddly. So, let's see. Thank you very much. Have a seat.
Next one from the Department of Psychology is Dr. Jürgen Kaufmann.
Jürgen, hey. You brought a second hat with you?
Yes, it's always good to have a second hat for important events. And that's an EEG cap that we use. We attach cables to it and measure electrical brain activity, in particular for researching face perception, person perception in general.
Wow, I'm impressed. Are you too?
Yeah, we'll only see happy faces here in Jena. Next one from the Institute for Philosophy is Professor Dr. Matthias Peckhams.
Matthias, welcome.
Hi. Yes, I'm fine. So it's great to be here. So I brought you a Syriac Latin dictionary because I'm coming from the best group of reading natural science in Oriental language in whole of Jena and the world.
Wow.
This I want to share now with all of you.
Quite some gear up here. Thank you very much. Have a seat.
And last but not least, from the Department of Microscopy at Leibniz Institute, Felix Wechsler. A round of applause.
Hi, Felix. How are you, Felix?
I'm good, yeah. And since I'm researching in the field of optics, I brought a lens with me, and I'm really looking forward to a great battle.
So are we. Thank you very much. So the team is complete.
So next up is Salamanca. You've seen our team. What do you have got?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jena. The best team is here. In our team, we have the best students of Europe, I'm sure. But I prefer that they introduce themselves. Our roster is formed by Aris Athanasiadis. Aris.
Hi, Alberto, and hello to the ECTU Alliance community. I'm Aris Athanasiadis. I study law and political science, and you know what? I'm coming here for the 12 points.
Brilliant, brilliant, Aris. Now, Mrs. Elena Martin.
Hi, I am Elena Martin, and as you can see, I'm a medical student. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that we are gonna win, so please vote for us.
Yes, yes, it's like a bull, like a bull. Javier Vecino, please.
Hi everybody, I'm Javier Vecino and I study physics. I love giving things a twist.
Oh, Lavín Rush, Lavín Rush. Isabel Mata, hello Isabel.
Hi, I'm Isabel Mata. I'm a law and politics student and I'm very happy to be here. But you know what? I'm not here alone. I'm with the famous pet of the University of Salamanca, and thanks to her, we are going to win.
Oh, my beautiful frog. Diego Plata, how are you, Diego?
Hi, Alberto, how are you? Hi, I'm Diego Plata. I study computer science, and I have the key for all your questions.
Very good, very interesting. And finally, Stephanie Rosten.
My name is Stephanie Rosten, and I study biotechnology and pharmacy. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm going to do my best to support my team and have a great time.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. You have to remember both Salamanca first, and now who is on your team? Coimbra.
Yes. Thank you. And now for the presentation of the great, bright, and also very fun, by the way, team of the University of Coimbra. So our first researcher for tonight is Ruben Heleno. So Ruben Heleno is an assistant professor at the Department of Life Sciences and the Center for Functional Ecology, conducting research on ecological networks, seed dispersal, and island biogeography. And so what it is that you bring us here tonight, Ruben? Is this a coconut?
It is. I bring two objects to remind us that the most important thing in science is to be creative. So these are two extreme solutions that plants found to solve a big problem, which we also have: how to run away from your parents. So you can be very small or very big, both work.
Run, Forrest, run!
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so our second researcher for tonight is Marisa Gaspar. Okay, so Marisa is a researcher in the Chemical Process Engineering and Forest Products Research Center at the Department of Chemical Engineering. Her areas of interest are pharmacy, food packaging, natural products, and biopolymers. And you have like a bright pineapple? Tell it.
Yes, I brought the light. I hope this can help me to find great ideas. It's like that expression that we have the light bulb above the head.
Sure, Quimbra, shining light on the science battle. That's it, that's it. Thank you very much, Marisa. Our third researcher is Gilberto Pereira. So Gilberto is a curator of scientific instruments collection at the Science Museum at the university here at Coimbra. His research interests are in scientific instruments, conservation, and restoration of scientific and technological heritage. And so what we have here, Gilberto, the key.
The key, yes, is the key of the physics cabinet at the university. It's a space with 250 years. It's a space of science, and I'm the guardian of the key.
Okay, so we have the gatekeeper here, and we have the key to solving all the mysteries of human existence, I hope, and to win the science battle. Okay, thank you, Gilberto. Next is Sandra Costa Saldana. Hear it for Sandra. So Sandra, she's an assistant professor at the Faculty of Arts and Humanities here at the University of Coimbra. She's also integrated researcher at the Center for the History of Society and Culture, and her areas of interest are Portuguese art in the modern age, Luso-Italian relations, and aesthetic exchanges. Also inventory and preventive conservation. And so Sandra, what is this that you bring us?
Well, I bring this paper flower. This is a kind of souvenir. This is an offer of my last year students, and it reminds me every day the main purpose of my research.
Perfect, Sandra. And so science can also be beautiful, I gather. Thank you very much, Sandra. And so last but not least, our last researcher for the evening is Rui Travasso. So Rui is an assistant professor at the physics department of the University of Coimbra. He works on modeling the physical mechanisms behind cell movement and tumor development. And so what's your object, Rui?
So I wrote the book because I love books, but I also love life. And so life is exciting and all full of new different things. And because we have here our German friends, I brought the 13.5 Lives of Captain Bluebear, which he has wonderful lives and adventures, and he's always reinventing himself. And it has a very good description of special relativity when it travels through dimensional IATs.
Perfect. Quimbra always bringing in scholarly support. Thank you very much, Rui. And so now, after all the teams have been presented, including our great team here at the University of Coimbra, we will start the Science Battle 2022. Are all the teams ready for the first question? I should hope so. Are you ready? Are you curious? Do you think a lot, for instance, about human existence? Or is it that you just sometimes forget things? Well, this was just a preamble, you know, it's not a real question. But let us start. Let us start now with the very, very interesting question.
Question one.
So for everybody, question number one. When you forget a thought, where does it go? You have 4 minutes time to find an answer or start the process of solving the mystery. And remember, you have 3 kinds of lifelines: phone a friend, ask the audience, or the internet. Ready, steady, go.
Agora é mesmo cuidado.
Começa bem isto, não é? Se calhar, quando pensamos que esquecemos,
cada um a dizer alguma coisa.
quando pensamos que esquecemos, às tantas não esquecemos, não lembramos, mas ele está lá na mesma e pode voltar essa semana mais tarde. Sim. Outra pessoa, qualquer coisa.
Sempre aqui questões relacionadas com o subconsciente, não é? Vamos ter que puxar talvez para alguma questão ligada a isso. Para onde é que vai? Vai sempre para dentro de nós, não é? E reaparece quando há um clique qualquer.
Como é que funciona os ciclos?
I eat all your thoughts or something like that. All are piled in the library of the University of Salamanca. In the library of the University of Salamanca. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember that's true.
Ficam feitas, podem ser rompidas e formadas outras novas, mas à partida
estão sempre lá. Onde é que vão? Não vão para lá nenhum, estão sempre no mesmo sítio. Agora temos que explicar o que é que lhes acontece, porque é que se apagam.
Mas há coisas, pois isso, podem se apagar mesmo, podemos esquecer mesmo.
Mas isto é esquecer e depois lembramos novamente ou não?
Sim, lembramos novamente.
Ou seja, fica na nossa memória.
Podemos criar mnemónicas para nos recordarmos.
Okay, we here in Jena, we have a bit of a challenge. Because we have no separate room. So also we as the hosts have to be very, very quiet to not disturb the team, but it's really going on already a discussion over there. So I guess they're really focused and I think they're not hearing us, huh? They're really
they're really into it right now.
Into the conversation.
Let's just shh.
Okay, yeah. And the time is almost over, so the last minute is running down here in Jena. And well, I see some thinking poses.
Yeah. But they're smiling, so I'm in good hopes that they will solve the question. And we've got another 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go for our team to solve this first question.
Yeah, and we're really excited. So how is it going in the other universities? So Salamanca, how are you doing?
I do at this point that those of you being online may also participate in the science battle by sending your own kick questions to our researchers or by encouraging them in the chat. If you want to comment, then remember the hashtag EC2U Science Battle. But time is almost up, isn't it, Coimbra?
Teacher will bring up the families that were engraved.
So time's up. And so we're starting with Team University of Quimbra.
Porque yo estaba viendo el reloj ahí, cuando nos han dado paso hemos entrado tarde, ahí tenía que entrar yo, no ellos.
Is it running? No?
So
yes.
Ruben.
Yes, hi.
You're the one giving us the question, giving us the answer right now. I hope you didn't forget what the answer was, but if you did, you'll just have to do what Portuguese do best, which is improvise.
Improvise.
Okay, Ruben, so what can you tell us? Why is it that we forget thoughts?
I think, well, sometimes we think we forget something we knew before, but maybe we haven't forgot it, because when the memory establishes, new synapses are established in our brain. And even if we don't think about that very often, it might still be engraved there. So sometimes we can discover, if we see a memory or a smell or a face from our teenagerhood, and that will bring up a part of the floppy disk or the hard drive, or even a stone engraved memory that was still in the brain because it was formed at that time and it's still there.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's now hear the answer from University Yash.
Hello, yes, we are ready. We are here.
Hi, everybody, again. So think about your mind like a box of chocolate. This is what we have here, a box of chocolates. So this is your mind. You never know what you get from inside. So this is your memory. This is your mind. First of all, you have the outside layer, which we can think about as being, let's say, short-term memories. So it's the fact that I'm seeing you right now, I'm meeting you right now. This is a thought, which is for the time being just a short-term memory. If I connect this thought with something that it is already in my box, so this might become a long-term memory, a thought that remains in my mind in this box of chocolates. If you know, this thought doesn't ring a bell in my mind, we have a lot of chances to be just a short-term memory and to think that we forget this thought. But actually it's not like that. We don't forget things. We just think we forget them. They are on our subconscious mind. So you never know what you get from this chocolate box. Okay, let's see what we have here. So in my mind, I have this delicious chocolate. Let's see. Yeah, which is a taste that I thought I forgot, but I'm not actually. So taste our chocolate, even in a virtual way.
It's all about sweets in this science battle, I guess. So our team decided to do the first collaboration, and so we're going to hear the answer of the team now.
Yeah, so we have two approaches, a kind of materialistic approach that is represented by the cognitive neuroscience guy here, and a more philosophical approach. And the materialistic approach is very similar to actually what we have heard before. So every time that we perceive something or think something, our brain slightly changes because there are new connections made between synapses, other connections are cut off, and everything that we perceive and think leaves marks in the materialistic world of our brain. And sometimes it can happen that you just you forget about it and you might have difficulties to activate it. Some of these thoughts that you think are forgotten, we can measure with this device here that was actually invented in Jena. The EEG was invented in Jena. So it is still there in the brain somehow, might be hidden, but there's also another explanation by our philosopher.
Yes, we do not have access to it because if we forget something, it remains in the world of ideas. This is 2,500 years old. Plato said it. What should we add about it? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. And now to Uni Salamanca.
Well, okay. Oh yeah, got it. We have the best answer, and it's right here. So the answer is
and the answer is right here. I'm Mr. Consciousness, and all your thoughts are piled in, you know where? In the library of the University of Salamanca. And that's why we have to gather all your thoughts and put them and pile them in a library. And sometimes the library gets full.
That is why those thoughts has to be deleted.
Yeah, but we have an advantage because we manage all the thoughts from all the people all over the world. And as we manage them,
be careful.
We don't delete ours. And of course, be careful because we can know what you're thinking in this same moment.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. And now we want to know our votes, or your votes, dear audience. Those of you who watch the event online, please give your vote at the poll. And those who are on the spot, please raise your hand for Team Coimbra.
Posso dar tare.
And now Team Iasi. Team Jena. And finally, Team Salamanca. It's okay? Well, over now to Coimbra.
Thank you very much. And now I am passing on the word to our judges. After every question, one of the judges will give a little bit wider feedback, and the others will provide their points while providing only shorter comments, one comment. So this time around, Alessandro Bacchetta from the University of Pavia will give his points and a little more feedback. And after him, Nina Yaganefar from the University of Poitiers and Rita Pico from the University of Turku will also give their points, but also with just a short comment. So, Alessandro, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly? Yes. Okay, so I liked all the answers by all the teams. You are all very good, but of course, as a judge, I have to give my points. So just to give you, by the way, I forgot to say, I am a theoretical physicist, so my perspective is the one mainly of a theoretical physicist. I investigate the structure of proton and definitely not the structure of mind. Anyway, so to give you a bit of a broader perspective, maybe one could have also insisted on the difference between short-term thoughts and longer-term memory. Most of the teams focus on the long-term memory. And also something else that you may have mentioned is that from the standpoint of physics, thoughts are information, so when information is lost, there is production of heat. Anyway, having said this, what are my votes and my grades? I take into account also the ability of answering the creativity, the show, let's say. And also I took into account the introductory presentation for this first question. So my grades are the following. Coimbra, I give you 8 points. Very good answer. But the other ones are a bit better. In fact, I give Iasi 9 points. I give, also because I like the use of the box and of the object, I give Jena 9 points, very interesting to contrast the 2 points of view, and I give Salamanca 10 points.
Shall I maybe keep going? Hi everyone, I'm Nima Iganepa. So I'm a researcher here at University of Poitiers in the lab, which is called Iasi. And also I'm lecturing UT de Poitiers. So hello to everyone who is maybe following, who will watch this later on YouTube maybe. So I also have been quite active in community science. So I really like this event. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy also to not have to answer these questions because they're very tough. So congrats to all the teams. So I'm pretty close to what Alexandru said. So I will give 8 to Coimbra. I really liked their answer. Yash and the chocolate box was a creative idea. Well done. Which is a 9. You want to, that's a 9 for them. Salamanca, best introduction as well. So 1 point extra for them. 10 for them. Well done, Salamanca. And Jena, 8 for me. That was also pretty good. That's all for me.
Hello, I'm Rita from Turku. I'm the former vice rector of the University of Turku. And my own background is in humanities, languages, and cultural history. I was and I'm still an emerita professor in Russian studies. And I was very deeply involved in the preparation of EC2U in the application phase. And so I'm very happy to be here again and see how it all functions. So I'll give 5 to Coimbra. 4 to Iasi, 3 Jena, and 7 Salamanca. Not only a good answer, but also a quite entertaining show. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much to our wonderful judges. And now, last but not least, we also have to see the votes from people who matter a lot. That is the audience. And as they tell me right now, we are waiting for the vote count. While we wait, I should recommend to all of those of you attending, either on site or attending through Zoom, to formulate your questions, to think about comments, to root for your own teams, and also to spread the word on the event. You have the hashtag, you have the website, and so let people know that a fun science-loving event such as Science Battle is taking place. And apparently we're skipping to the next question, so the show must go on. I'm handing on the word to University Yash.
Hello again. Yes, here we are. Well done so far. And here comes the second question of the day. Why do birds know how to build the perfect nest? You have 5 minutes time to find an answer. Yeah, I think that everyone received the question so far. Okay, so we can start the countdown.
O sea, va Yash, Jena y luego yo, ¿vale? Mientras los chicos siguen deliberando, entro yo.
Vendo ao longo da vida. As roupas posso ser, e também vão vendo ao longo da vida. Que eles, no primeiro ano, fazem meninos muito mal e depois já vendo o que é que funciona e vão crescendo. Se tu quiseres fazer um ninho, precisas. Se tu és um pássaro e queres fazer um ninho, precisas de um tipo Exatamente.
Assim, essa ideia do improviso y dos residuos.
Y luego otro que diga los objetivos de este curso, ¿vale? Son, pero... Sí, perdón. Y ahora, vale. Y luego, ¿qué decimos? é que não a resposta é fácil. E daí que eles fazem.
Dizer que também são cientistas que vão por try and error. They build a nest, it doesn't work, and the next year they improve it, and then when they get to their perfect nest, they die.
E se calhar, enquanto falavas, haver construção, poder haver.
Há ninho espetacular nas Galápagos em que eles têm uma mosca que mata os pintos quando eles estão nos ninhos.
Este filho é maravilhoso, isto não podia ser um ninho. Isto é tão improvável.
Queres que eu suba de ele?
Sim, ele pode ser ele, e tu, a partir daqui, tens aqui o teu laboratório. Olha isto, não é um ninho. Tens aqui o teu laboratório.
Ok, vamos estruturar, vamos ter
It's almost time to solve question 2. So almost 30 seconds to go until the end of solving this question.
Esta coisa não é interessante assim como material, parece.
Com isto já temos suficiente, deixamos coisas para as outras 10 perguntas.
Okay, so 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time is up. Thank you, everyone, for staying in time. If I may, I would like to give the mic to Team Yash to present their answer in 1 minute.
Okay. Hi, everyone. First of all, I want to debunk this question a little bit. Not all birds build perfect nests. Well, maybe they are perfect for them, but they look sloppy to us. For example, here we have a pigeon, and this is a perfect pigeon nest. Here we have a stork, and that's a perfect stork nest, just a pile of wood on a pillar or something. On the other hand, some others would build very intricate nests, and they are very, very time consuming and energy consuming. So the scientific answer would be it's a trade-off between the energy input into the nest and the protection that the nest gives to the future generation. So it depends if the effort really worth it. And I have another example. This is the mascot of our university, an owl, Alexa. Well, owls' nests are also really ugly, just a hole in a tree full of twigs. But Alexa's nest is just the best one because it's our university, which is a great nest for our students.
Thank you, Lucian. Time is up. Let's give a big round of applause. Next is I give the word to host from Uni Jena. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, welcome back to Jena. And let's present the answer you have for us. Rachel, you've come up.
Yes, so imagine that this is a nest and this is a bird. So the thing about a bird knowing how to build a perfect nest is that we should first of all think, why does a bird need to build a nest? So by instinct, a bird knows it's supposed to build a nest, just as by instinct, a baby knows how to cry. And then there's also the place of practicing how to build a nest, for example. There's also a species of bird that builds its nest by practicing how to build it, and the mother helps to cut it down when it's done perfectly. So it's just like when we move into a house, or you do not want to move into a house until it's really perfectly done. Yeah, so it's a combination of instinct and perfection.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the answer. And we now move on to the University of Salamanca. What's your answer?
Okay, so I'm here to make a great announcement. In the University of Salamanca, we are presenting the bird nest building degree. So I'm here with one of our newest students that is going to tell you about the objectives of this degree.
Yes, I'm actually a freshman in this degree. It's my first year, and I'm actually not a bird, but I feel like I'm at home. I've never felt like outside, and the teacher shows really good how to do a nest.
So you have heard from him. So come on and singing in our new degree, please.
Very good, Spanish creativity. Now we pass the ball to Uni Coimbra.
Yes. Thank you. So now we want to know what the answer from Team Quimbra is.
Well, so some birds are just lazy. I have this. Are just lazy and don't build nests at all because they don't need. They can save that energy. Other birds use the nests that other birds build. But many birds build amazing nests. Some of them, they look like cities. And the instructions to how to build a nest come from three main sources. One of them is genetic. The other one is what they learned from their parents, because all the birds, they were born in a nest. So they try to do whatever the nest that they were born in. And then finally, they are scientists. So they learn themselves through experience. Their first nest is generally horrible, doesn't work. So next year, they improve it a bit with bits of fabric, clothes, tissue, anything that they can, they improve it. And then the next year a bit better. And then when they are experienced, then they have the perfect nest to lay the most precious egg. Okay.
Thank you. And now we want to know your votes, dear audience. Those of you who are watching the event online, please give your vote at the poll. And those of you who are here on the spot, please raise your hands to cast your votes for Team Quimbra. Who votes for Quimbra? Okay, you're counting this, right? Who votes for Team Yash? Okay, Team Jena. Team Salamanca. Okay, thank you very much. All the other teams are also doing that on site. Now, while we are calculating the votes to see the interim point count, I will give the word to our judges again, this time around starting with Nima. Nima, please, the floor is yours.
Well done, everyone. So we so far managed to know that the ruthless judge is Rita. So I'm going to be the kind one, and Alessandro probably. So let's see how it goes for this question. So Yash, I really like the debunking and the explanation that went along. So that's 10 for them. Well done. Salamanca, most creative answer, definitely. You guys on fire today, so well done for that. 8 for you. Jena, using the placenta for the explanation. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I think that was the placenta. Yeah. Right. So we go with 7 and Quimbra. That was a very nice answer. Very well rounded up, and also pointed out that some birds are using a nest of other birds. That was really something we have to keep in mind. Yeah. So 9 for them. Well done, everyone. And so for me.
Okay, thank you for excellent answers, all teams. I'll give 7 to Yash, and it's because the teamwork was excellent. This was prime teamwork. It was not only and very informative, not only talking, but also showing how the birds build their nests. 5 to Jena, 4 Salamanca, and 5 Coimbra.
Okay, so my opinion is the following. I would give Yash 8 points. I liked the fact that you used the example of building real example of nests, but from the scientific standpoint, I think there were better answers. Jena 7, Salamanca 7. This time, okay, you were very creative, but from the scientific standpoint, you were big behind. And Coimbra, I liked the scientific explanation, and I would give 9.
Okay, so thank you very much again to our magnificent judges, Nima, Rito, and Alexandru. And so at this time, we are counting the votes from the audience, which should be getting to us right now. Yeah. Okay, now we have them. So from the audience, you ranked first the University of Salamanca with 35 votes. Then second, the University of Jena with 30 points. And then tied in third place, we have both the University of Quimbra and the University of Yash. And as you can see, Salamanca in the lead, but it's still a very early stage at the game. And so all the teams are close to each other. It's gonna be a close match. So let's go now for the third question, and I'm passing on the word to the University of Jena.
Great, thank you very much. So let's see, the third question is approaching clearly. Jack?
Anna, what's up?
It's your turn.
Oh, I was just having the best dream of my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
You really need to dream now?
Yeah.
So what was it about?
Can't remember. I can't remember. Oh, come on, I need to go back to sleep and think about the dream. Can you read the question, please?
Okay, Jack. I'll read the question for you guys. So, let's hear the third question. Why do we dream but can't remember all our dreams after waking up? That's the third question for you guys. And you have 3 minutes time, everybody. So, ready, steady, go!
Podem ficar ali deitados todos a fingir que estão a dormir.
Deitados onde?
No chão.
Ok.
Acho que o objetivo de dormir é descansar. Para isso o cérebro tem que apagar.
Sim, ok.
Estamos a organizar ideias. Exato. Estamos a organizar ideias num nível de consciência mais baixo. Não sei como é que diz estas coisas em português. Portanto, se o cérebro tivesse acordado nos contrastes dos sonhos todos, não tínhamos descansado. Por isso é que quando acordamos muito de repente, ainda nos lembramos, ainda tínhamos isso.
You don't remember all the scenes, okay, all the episodes, or you remember one episode because it's important, or...
Let's move to Uni Coimbra.
Se não acordamos, vai ser uma coisa mais sócia, já não nos lembramos. Desligando partes do cérebro. Só quando é tão intenso, vamos acordar.
Olha, não quero começar isto com uma...
Eu vou
falar. Vamos começar isto com uma performance. Tipo, nós estamos aqui todos sentados. Eventualmente tu ou dois de vocês dão uma resposta e vais-nos desligando. Nós vamos assim, tal, progressivo. E depois arrancas de ver com a resposta. Tem que ver com esse processo, não é? Iniciares assim, tipo, já não é... Ok? Sim. Agora, se calhar os três aqui. Não, estamos assim, completamente acordados, tu fazes assim, vamos então, por ordem. Vamos os três aqui, Gilberto, vens para aqui, está bem? Tu, se quiser, qualquer relação,
nós adormecemos, é um som depois entramos no sono mais profundo, a gente podemos lembrar ou não, também dependendo da fase em que isso acontece.
So everyone, we have another minute left for this question. It's not one of the longest time spans to have to answer.
What does Aristotle say?
All right, the time is passing fast. And we here in Jena have a couple of seconds left, 30 seconds to go.
Let's count down the 30 seconds. Our team's running hot with discussion.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I was asleep, but they are getting like more and more awake. The discussion's becoming more and more lively.
So I hope they remember everything once we ask them.
Yeah, they need to remember. Okay, so we have the last 10 seconds here in Jena. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the time is up. Big applause!
So let's hear. Let's hear what other teams figured out. And we start right away here at Jena. So, dear Jena team, do you have an answer for us to present to your audience?
So, can you hear me now? So, there are several aspects actually to this question. It's a bit complicated, but one aspect is that it's easier to remember things when you have to remember them while you're in the same, either in the same situation. For example, if you learn for an exam, it's easier to remember what you have learned when you learned and are tested in the same place. And the same also relates to your state of mind. So when you sleep, you're obviously in a different state of mind than when you're awake. So it's more difficult to remember something when you're awake. Remember something that you experienced while you were sleeping, so there's less overlap. So, but there's also another aspect of it.
Yeah, of course. So they're important dreams. They're not so important dreams. We forget the not important, and the other ones, the important ones, are sent to us by the gods. That's ancient doctrine.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. So we wonder what the Uni of Salamanca has to say about that.
Good morning. Oof, my neck hurts. I don't know what, and I can't remember my dream. What happened?
Let me explain you why. Dreams are like stories our brain tells itself while it's asleep. So when we wake up, the brain classifies this information as useless and eliminates it. But you can remember some parts of the dream because they were especially important or especially emotional. So your body feels the emotional physical connection, and it's easier to remember.
Okay, so that's why my neck hurt.
Yes.
It's because it was a really strong dream.
Yes.
Okay, now I see. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, well, this theme is a dream come true. We go to Uni Coimbra.
Thank you. So, am I dreaming, Ruben, or is Quimbra going to win this?
We're going to explain this. So the question is why we can't remember some dreams. And the answer is very obvious, is that we must, because the main purpose of sleeping is we need to rest. So if you could remember everything, we would be awake and we would wake up remembering everything but not having rest. So to rest, we have to shut down different parts of our brain, and other parts continue working and organizing the ideas, everything we saw on that day, processing, organizing. And then when we bring up the brain, when the brain comes up, all these sections of the brain come up life again, and then we will remember, maybe we were dreaming with elephants riding a motorbike or with unicorns, or if you just didn't turn up your brain, you will remember everything, but you will wake up wanting going to bed.
Thank you there very much. That's perfect. And now we're moving on to hear the answer of University Yash.
Yes, here we are. We are ready with the answer. Corina?
Okay, so the very short version of the answer is that we have two phases of sleep. We have a deep state of sleep, which is very profound, and usually we don't remember what we dream in that state of sleep. And we have another state of sleep called rapid eye movement, which is a more superficial state of sleep, but also it is essential for other things. So just to introduce you in the atmosphere, my colleagues found me a very soft pillow. So I have this pillow. Think about that you're in a deep, profound state of sleep. Like this, everything is quiet, everything is profound. Lights off, like this. So in this state, you cannot remember your dreams, but this is an essential state which relates to the first question. In this state, you consolidate the memories. Then lights on. Here is the rapid eye movement. So we have informations. These are dreams. There are mixing like this. And now is a huge possibility to wake up and to remember everything. Or partially. So this is.
Thank you, Corina. Okay, so we are done with the answers, and now we want to know your votes, dear audience. Those of you who watch us online, please give your vote at the poll, and also those of you who are on the spot, please raise the hand. We have the four teams. Yeah, we have the team Coimbra, team Yash, Team Jena, and Team Salamanca giving us the answers. So please vote and express your votes. Yeah, those of you who watch the event online, you can vote at the poll. We are waiting for the votes right now. Okay, let's see if we can have the results so far.
So thank you again. Good answers and good reasoning. I have 6 points to Jena for, as I said, good reasoning, partly also surprising. 5 to Salamanca, and liked especially the form of dialogue you used in the answer and the young team. 8 to Coimbra for a very clever scientific answer. And 5 to Yash, and special thanks for excellent teamwork.
So my opinion is the following. I would give 7 to Jena. It is interesting to contrast the two viewpoints and to think about gods sending us the dreams. But I think I disagree that we remember only the important dreams and not the unimportant ones. Unfortunately, I think I dreamt to get an idea which would have won me the Nobel Prize a few nights ago, and I forgot it. So even if it was important, I forgot it. Salamanca, I would give 8. And Coimbra, I would give 9. And Yash, I would give also 9. I think Coimbra and Yash got closer to the scientific answer, while still working with the team and doing a nice show. Thank you.
Okay, as for me, I'm going with 7 for Jena and Salamanca, and Yash at Quimbra, I would give 8 for both of them as well. Good team job, basically, and I really like the explanation how it is illustrated. So well done.
All right, and thank you for your votes, dear judges. And we will sum up all the points, and we've also collected the audience score. And this leads us to a new ranking of points. So you ranked stay tuned, technical difficulties. Maybe they're having birds for the calculation. No. So we have the University of Coimbra with 58 points, followed by the University of Yash with 54. Then we have University of Jena with 55 points. And we have the University of Salamanca with 56 points, which makes University of Coimbra first, Salamanca second, Jena third, and Yash on the 4th place.
So thank you very much, dear audience, for this voting. And I think we should move right on to question number 4. And for this, we go on to Salamanca.
Thank you very much. The 4th question is there a scientific basis of the idea that the nose is lengthening when telling a lie? Again, you have 3 minutes time. Ready, steady, go. Come on.
Há uma base científica da ideia de relacionamentos jornais. Temos só 2 minutos e 40. Não há, certo? Primeiro, não há. Mas quando se diz mentira, A coisa de mexer no nariz, se calhar tem a ver com estigma, não é? Tiques. Vamos dizer uma mentira. Sim, sim.
Se só tipo choque, mas quando dizemos verdades também, porque nós na nossa vida, mentiras e verdades, sempre isto vai descer. Sim, nós não pega.
Pega, mas agora
sim, uma pessoa pode dizer mentiras e a vida pessoal fez. Eu só vai sim, e eu digo mentiras. Eu vou dizer mentiras. Depois que diz outra mentira. Não, é igual. Depois eu dizer outra mentira. Não, é igual.
Jena is the biggest city of Germany. This is an obvious lie.
It's very likely that the others will do something like this as well.
Mais vermelhoso, alguma coisa, pode ter tiques, pode ter algum tipo de como vimos, como demonstramos experimentalmente. Quais são as mentiras? Queres falar? Quais são as mentiras? Sim, eu posso ser mentira. Existem laranjas no mundo.
sim, vamos pensar em questões. E como é que vamos fazer a coisa do nariz? Exato. Temos coisas, sim, isso é bom.
Ele diz a chame,
Sim, sim,
chega duas.
Sim,
sim. E tu metes e está igual.
Da, ăștia roșii, mă duc pe atrás de nas. Există minciuni, avem alte semne. Urechile, never de
In English? Okay. So I'm blushing.
Yeah, you're blushing.
We're not buying money.
Vamos
tentar perceber e vamos fazer
Betraying a lie. She always weapon in nothing. In the real person. Basta aí na real person.
Se isso não consegue se encaixar, deixa. Anyway, não cientificamente, não temos que fazer isto. Sempre qualquer coisa que...
4, 3.
Sim, sim.
So we can have the votes now.
Well, time's up. Yes?
Yes, time passed.
Okay. I think we have here the first answer in Salamanca. I think so. Let's hear what the teams figured out, and we start here from Uni Salamanca. You have 1 minute time to present your answer.
Everyone has watched the movie Pinocchio, and that's why it became mostly a legend and a myth. But is there a scientific method?
Well, every single time you lie, your body tries to express what you think. Sometimes with physical touch, such as touching your nose, your face, your hands, and also your heartbeat goes faster. Your nose can become a little bit more red, and you can feel a little bit itchy. That's why some people think your nose is lengthening, right?
Yeah, that's right, but I think to know the answer, maybe you have to watch the Pinocchio 2 movie.
So, watch out!
Thank you very much. You remember Salamanca first. And let's hear to Uni Coimbra.
Thank you very much. And so I'm going to pass on the word to Ruben to give the answer on behalf of University of Coimbra team. But I must warn you, Ruben, be very, very careful with what you are about to say, because just remember, all EC2U countries are looking at your nose and checking whether or not what you're saying is true. Ruben?
We'll see if it grows or not. Actually, there is an absolutely solid scientific base that your nose grows when you tell a lie. Because everybody tells lies and the nose of everybody grows, right? When you're a kid and then you grow up and your nose grows. It also grows when you tell the truth. So to know if it grows more when you lie, we have to test. For example, I can tell you, COVID is a sham. Didn't?
4 centimeters.
No. The earth is flat.
The same, 4 centimeters.
No, it seems that the nose doesn't grow more when you tell a lie. That's the answer.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ruben, for your scientific measured explanation. And now we're moving to University Iași.
Thank you, Quimbra. Yes, we are ready. Lucian is here with the answer, please.
Hi there. I think you all know the story of Pinocchio, right? Well, she's my Pinocchio today. And you can see that her nose is getting bigger and bigger. Okay, one more time. Hello, now you can hear me? One more time. I need a microphone. I can be here. Okay. Okay, it's working. So you all know the story of Pinocchio, right? She's my Pinocchio today. And as you can see, her nose is getting bigger and bigger because we're going to tell a lie. Actually, why do we need a lie detector if we could observe a lie using our nose? I'm guessing that there is a scholar, I think, the first who analyzed these emotions, Eckhart, and he analyzed the emotions regarding to the nervous system. And we can see the skin that is blushing. We can see the ears are getting red. We can see the eyes are betraying. But I think the noise, the nose is doing nothing actually. So I think the answer to this question is that we cannot tell a lie. We cannot see a lie through the nose.
Thank you, Lucian. We are ready to hear the answer from Jena.
All right. And we have someone in our team who will present the answer who knows very much about medicine. So let's hear what Paulina has to say.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so I will start by saying that Jena is the capital of Germany. Is it correct? So what's going on with my nose?
Same size.
It's the same size? Oh, scheiße. So, okay, I think it's proven right now, yeah, and this is how science works. We just proved that this is not correct. Why?
I would like to add that there's very little, at least I'm not aware of a lot of empirical evidence for this hypothesis that the nose grows. There's some anecdotal evidence that the nose gets bigger when you lie, but this evidence might be limited only to wooden noses from
like
Pinocchio. And so we don't know exactly, but I would, because this is a scientific, we represent a scientific approach, I would suggest an experiment. It would be a very simple experiment. I would suggest a group design and simply test the nose lengths of 2 groups, and the 2 groups would be politicians and non-politicians, and we know.
We will see who has the biggest noses at the end.
All right. Thank you, Team Jena. And since we're already here, we will also collect the audience votes. So again, for those of you who watch the event online, please give your vote at the poll. And those who are on location, please raise your hands, or as we do it here in Jena, give just a big round of applause. And we will start with Team Coimbra. If you think Team Coimbra was best, then please give your applause now. Thank you. Then we have your applause or raised hands for Team Iași. Thank you. Then we have Team Jena. And last but not least, your vote for Team Salamanca. All right. Thank you so much. And now over to Uni of Salamanca.
Okay, I give a word now to our dear judges again.
Okay, so as usual, very good job by all the teams. Congratulations for this science battle. Here are my scores and thoughts. By the way, all of you mentioned the fact that there is something happening in our face, like an increase of blood supply or things like this. And in this respect, I was informed by colleagues that there is indeed a very, very tiny increase in size due simply to dilation due to heating. But it's such a very tiny effect that it goes obviously undetected. All of you, however, went in that direction, and some of you gave some extra twist to the answer. So I would say my scores are for Salamanca 8, for Coimbra also 8, Yash I would say 9, and Jena I would say 10. And be careful, however, because I always tell lies and my nose is not growing. Think about it.
Thank you, Alessandro. That was well spotted. Yeah, so I would say also 10 for Jena. I really like the funny part of the answer. And for the other ones, I go with 8 for Salamanca, Yash, and Quimbra.
Okay, this was maybe one of the most challenging questions because I suppose the scientific answer is no. But anyway, you managed well, and you even tried to give some empirical evidence, although it might be limited. So Salamanca 7 points. Coimbra 8. Yash 6. And Jena 8 again. You all managed well.
Okay, so back to Quimbra. And before we count the votes of the audience, which should be being done right now, I'm going to address you people who are attending the event, watching online, watching over Zoom. I'd like to ask you this. Have you enjoyed Science Battle so far? Please tell us your opinion on the poll you will see on the screen. And while you are doing that, we are waiting for the vote count from the audience, which should give us the updated ranking of all the teams of the ECTU universities participating in Science Battle 2022 shortly. And I am anticipating that this will continue to be a very, very close and fun competition. Should be available anytime soon. Yes. So for now, we have a small change in the classification. Right now, in first place, we have the University of Yash with 93 points. Second place, very close, we have the University of Quimbra with 91 points. And then also at a very close distance, we have the University of Salamanca with 85 points. And last but not least, the University of Jena with 83 points. As you can see, this is a very close race. And now we're moving directly, still here at Quimbra, to question number 5. And sometimes I wonder, and I wonder if you also wonder, what it is that we're doing here. I mean, not here at the science battle locations in the 4 IC2U alliance countries that are participating in the science battle? That's the easy question, because, I mean, wherever else would you want to be on a Friday afternoon or a Friday evening? Nothing more fun to do than a science battle event, right? No, the question number 5 is the following. Why do we humans exist? That is, what is the reason for or the meaning of our existence? You have 5 minutes time to find an answer to this very basic question all human beings ask themselves. And you might be wondering why they asked the philosopher to present the event here at Quimbra. This is also a philosophical question. Remember, you have 3 kinds of lifelines. Phone a friend, ask the audience, and enable the web. Use the internet. Ready, steady, go. 5 minutes.
Quer dizer, sim, sim. Uma pessoa diz. E de existência nos casos.
Sempre de existência.
Ok, portanto, era o que mais podia responder. Ajuda? Deixa-me pensar, como é que nós podemos ver isto?
Uma estruturação científica.
Uma estruturação científica. Uma estruturação científica. Portanto, em termos de biologia,
sim,
nós temos.
Okay, so while we're still here at Quimbra, I want to remind you that for those attending online, you can still post your own quick questions to our researchers or encourage them in the chat. If you want to comment, then remember the hashtag EC2U Science Battle. And Yash, the Entrepreneurial Academy took place this week in Yash. Would you want to tell us more about what happened?
Perspectiva teologică război cu întâmplarea
Okay, so if you can hear me, yes, the Entrepreneurial Week took place today. We can switch to this camera. Okay, we have Eleanor here with us, and she will tell us a bit about our activity here, please.
Yeah, and we also have some students left in Iași. And we had some exciting last days. And yesterday they were pitching their ideas. They developed some ideas on social entrepreneurship in the last days. And with help of workshops from different lecturers from Coimbra, from Jena, Iași, Turku, and Poitiers. And I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the person who's talking is not going to be part of.
How is Jena doing?
Yeah. Okay. This is this. Okay.
But then do you have to participate?
And then the last one can be a robot.
Thank you, Melinda. So we should just check the EC2U website from Jena to see when exactly the week next year will be. Or do you already have a date?
Well, it'll be the end of March, the last week in March, and the advertising should start in the next few months.
Thank you very much. So we should all keep a week free in next year's semester break. So let's see where the team is at. We have 2 more minutes to go. And I think, Jack, they're looking very concentrated. I mean, the meaning of life isn't easy to solve in 5 minutes, right?
No, but I heard it's 42, right? So this will be the shortest presentation ever. And I wonder if they have a strategy for like switching places so that everyone in the team will get one answer. So I'm pretty intrigued to see if everyone will get a spot on the microphone. But we'll have 1 more minute to go.
So let's see, getting louder and more aggressive. So
we are here, and dear audience, how do you like the show so far? Are you enjoying? I hope so. And now, while guys are thinking and walking, back to Uni Coimbra.
that the sense we exist is because of, uno hace y la sevillana, otro hace.
Claro, tenías
Lo de
que
los
meterlo,
toros,
chicos. Cuando hablan, claro, es lo suyo. Que habla Alberto, que nos sacaran los...
En España mucha
Claro,
gente
que
piensa
sacaran
que
los chicos.
existimos para ser.
O que se pode dizer é que nós, como raça,
Claro,
como
claro,
criamos tudo.
y otro tema, que es cierto, las sevillanas,
Sim, o sentido da existência é diferente.
No, that's a cliché. That's not the truth. And you know it. Y ya luego te lo explico después.
¿Dónde nos ponemos?
Aquí, vamos.
Não, já sei. Não tem falta de 18 segundos.
Okay, so 10 seconds to the deadline. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. So let us hear what the teams figured out. And we're starting right here in Quimbra. Remember who you have 1 minute to present your answer to the mystery of human existence. So easy question, right?
Very easy question. So this is going to be hard, but we'll give it a go. So what we know is that the universe was formed. It was formed with a bunch of particles that got attracted to each other. They formed. They started by forming atoms. They started by forming planets. They started by forming stars. They started by forming galaxies and atoms that are more and more complicated and molecules that are more and more complicated. Afterwards, when you have a planet, the atoms started organizing into complex molecules. The complex molecules could reproduce. So the complex molecules could start and give life to new life, or at least appearing reproduce themselves. And when you have reproduction, you can have competition and survival for the best, and more complex structures started to form, and you have a globe full of life and full of complex structures. And the most complex structure itself is going to be the brain. The brain is extremely complex structure that you have, where it's constructed with lots of little beings, which are the cells and the synapses that forms thoughts that you can forget or not forget. And at some point, you are going to create a brain that is complex enough for the brain to look at itself and recognize itself. And there you have a human being that is full of life and dreams.
Very good. And that, kids, was the mystery of life. So now let's hear it for the response of University Iași.
Yes, here we are. We are ready with the answer.
Such a simple question. I think people have been asking this since the beginning of their existence. So there's a lot of different answers we can give. First of all, let's see it from a biochemistry point of view.
So if I imagine that the Big Bang created star, I'm very curious about the DNA. So from a scientific point of view and the biological or biochemistry and medical point of view, we want to transmit the DNA, this is just a piece, to the same human species further.
From an evolutionary standpoint?
Well, from an evolutionary point of view, first of all, there is absolutely no philosophical reason for our existence. We exist just because we exist. And we're here because we were selected during the last, let's say, 5 million years of evolution. We were the better species. Who's next?
Speaking about philosophy, I'm the philosophy, I'm theology. So this means two different perspectives about our sense on Earth here. We call this existentialism, and we're dealing with it for like 2 years within our university, within our faculty. So choose your answer. You have different perspectives.
Thank you very much. And now we pass the mic to Jena.
Well, thank you so much, Iași, and let's hear what our team has to say for this question.
Okay, so if we look at the question says, why do we humans exist?
But we have to ask the question, do we really exist? So if the answer to the first question is already wrong, then the second question is simply ill-posed, because you can't ask a question if we don't exist, right?
Okay, but so I will show you that we exist. Jürgen, do you feel this punch? Really? Does this punch exist?
But how do you know if this punch really exists, and if we really exist? It could be, everything could be a simulation, and that is not a conscious action of yourself, is it?
But this is consciousness. I think, consequently I am. So we do exist. And do you want to know why we exist?
Yes, tell me, please.
Yes, we exist here for winning the science battle today.
Thank you. Thank you, Matthias. So as you can see, we're taking the science battle into our own team. There's a lot of punching going on. Salamanca, how's your team doing?
So here in Salamanca, we like to think about things the Spanish way. Many people think that the reason of our existence and the reason why human exists is due to bullfighting. Other times they used to be more artistic and they think that it's due to the flamenco dance.
No, that's a cliche. Tell them the real answer.
Well, as scientists in the University of Salamanca, we have research about this, and the reason of it is the meaning that of existence and humans is participating in the scientific battle, but moreover, winning representing Salamanca. And that's because we are all programmed and we have all the genes in order to be here and win.
Thank you, thank you. And well, now we want to know your votes, dear audience, those of you who watch the event online. Please give your vote at the poll, and those who are on the spot, please raise your hand for Team Coimbra, Team Yash, Team Jena, and Team Salamanca. Okay, over now to Uni Coimbra.
Thank you very much. And so after the all-important voting from the audience, we are going to give the word back to our judges, starting with Alexandru.
Okay, so this is yes.
Okay, we changed the order of judges. So the answer depends very much on from which point of view you are looking at this question, and also from which field of science or research you are looking. Are you looking at this as a biologist or philosopher or theologist or economics or something like that? And that's why I gave Coimbra 6 points, because they were mostly looking at the question from the point of view of natural sciences. It was a very clever, broad answer, but mostly looking at it from the point of view of natural sciences. Yashi had a very good show again. They were looking at the question from several angles, several perspectives: biochemistry, medicine, philosophy, and so on. I liked most Jena, 9 points. The question, do we really exist? And a good debate, a real local science battle they had in the team. And Salamanca had again a very entertaining show, 6 points to Salamanca.
Thank you, Rita. For me, yeah. Alessandro, do you want to speak, or do I go first, as you wish?
You go first.
Okay. So Yash, that was spot on. Very, many answers as the scientific field, basically. So well done for you. 10 for Yash. 10 also for Jena. Really liked the answer and the debate. And Quimbra, it was maybe a bit far from the question. You started very, origin of universe and everything. So with 7 for you guys and Salamanca 8. Thank you. That's all for me.
Yeah, so I mostly agree with some small variations with the other judges. I would give a 7 to Quimbra, an 8 to Iași, a 10 to Jena, and Salamanca an 8.
Okay, so thank you again to our judges for their comments and points. And now we come to the part of the show in which we are doing the vote count from the audience. And while we are waiting for the votes to appear, let that sink in. We might just have solved the mystery of existence, either from a natural sciences point of view or from a philosophical or theological point of view. And so even if for anything else, I guess attending this science event, this fun science battle event was already worth it, because now we know what existence is for while we were waiting for the votes. Okay, so vote count just coming in, and this is as exciting as ever. So in the first place, we now have the University of Jena with 124 points. Then we have a tie in second place with the University of Coimbra at 123 points, which is exactly the same, a tie with the University of Iași. And then not very far, we have the University of Salamanca with 114 points. And so everything is possible right now at this very exciting point of our science battles. And as I tell you this, and as we approach the middle of the show, I am now passing the question 6 to the University of Iași.
Yes, we are ready here with question number 6. Things are getting more and more exciting. Well, question number 6. Why do they call our planet Earth when 3/4 of it are waters? I wish you inspiration. We can start thinking on the answers. You only have 2 minutes time to find an answer. Start now.
É terra, só tem água por cima. É de cima, é só água.
São só 2 minutos.
Verdade. E há alguma gênese para a origem da expressão?
Nem é terra, é níquel, café. Exato. Terra.
Sim, mas eles querem que se explique terra.
As this is not a very long time, we are not going to interrupt any further.
Aliás, 99% é minerais desse mantal.
Isso podia ser a conclusão, mas se calhar primeiro era explicar isso, não é? Que isso justifique depois haver uma outra dizer, mas na verdade até terra não é a expressão mais correta, porque na realidade depois dar essa explicação. Agora, como é que se existe de maneira gira, sem estar aqui a entrar com...
No início da linguagem, que era mais importante estabelecer uma cidade, uma profissão, era ter terra, poder cavar a terra, poder apontar a agricultura, deixar de ser nónimo. Mais estavam necessárias para equipamento.
So my suggestion, switch to English. Yes. My suggestion would be to project the globe to the camera once for this part where everything is.
Portanto, há aqui duas fases. Primeiro é explicar porque aqui a Terra é de facto uma parte não visível. Isso é importante para esta questão da comunicação simples de ciência. Depois a questão, mas na verdade, Terra poderia ser...
Sim, porque fiz no teu espaço isso. acho que dizer, a parte histórica de nós agora somos muito privilegiados. Conseguimos já ver a Terra de longe da Lua e ver como é que é. Durante milhares de anos ninguém conseguiu.
Exato, não havia essa noção. E, portanto, essa ausência de noção de uma perspectiva. E agora, o que é que há de...
3, 2, 1, and now we see that time is up. Okay, so we are ready. We are ready with the answers. The first team to present the answer is team from Iași, from the University of Iași. Are we ready? Okay. Lucian, will you be the one presenting? Okay, you have the mic.
Well, that's a very short answer to this question. Actually, I would believe that the first time when planet Earth was called Earth, like Terra, people didn't know how much water was there, actually. And this is what we call it in philosophy semiotics, actually is a convention of the name that we give to the things or to the places. So in most of our languages, even in Romanian, we call it pământ, which calls earth. It's actually a convention because we live on earth, we're not living on water. If we would live underwater, we probably would call it the water planet, not the earth planet. Okay, and I give another 20 seconds to other colleagues. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Very fast. Okay, so we are curious to hear the answer from you, Jena, please.
Thank you very much. So let's see who's going to present the answer from our team.
Yeah. Okay, so we know that Earth is around 70% water. So if you really look at the reality, you would likely call it water, but no, it depends on who you ask. If you ask a mermaid, it will tell you it's water. But why is it Earth? Assume that we pull the water plug out from Earth, then you will just have land. And that is why it's actually called Earth, because the water is on the surface, but the land is actually the basis on which the water lies.
Thank you very much. And let's see, for this dry answer, what Salamanca has to say about this.
Okay, so the answer to this question is really simple, really easy. Okay, so only 3/4 of the surface of Earth is water. So this is Earth, and 3/4 of it is water. The rest, the inside of the Earth, is full of rocks and dirt and lava and more things. So the question is so sorry. The answer to the question is that only the surface of the Earth, 3/4 of the surface of the Earth, is water. Like this. And in reality, it's just a big rock, like the rest of the planets.
Okay, and another reason is that we needed to talk about our planet many centuries ago. It's not just some years that we have called our planet the Earth. We need to use this name many years ago. And only a century ago or some years ago is when we finally have seen that with a satellite, let's imagine this is the Earth, with a satellite we've seen that, yes, there is a small quantity of land of Earth that is the place in which we live, and the other part is water.
Thank you very much. We trust in you. Now, Coimbra.
Thank you. And so to present the answer of Team Quimbra, we have Ruben.
Right, so the first thing, we must acknowledge that we are very lucky people, because we now know, or we have satellites, we could even put people outside of our planet and look back and see, look, it's blue, most of it is water. But for many thousand years, we couldn't have any idea of how big was the ocean. All our ancestors lived on the earth, they digged the earth, they established cities in the earth, and they had no clue how big was the ocean. Actually, if they knew, probably many of our sailors wouldn't have tried to cross it, because it was a bit nonsense. So now that we know that most of the surface is water, should we change the name of the planet to Planet Water? Of course not, because it's not 70% of the planet that it's water, it's less than 3%. Most of the planet is not water, is very rock solid. So if we change the name for anything, it should be metal probably, but earth is fine, okay, not water. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ruben, bringing us down to earth once again and grounding our experience and the answer in solid science. And so now, once again, we come to that part of the show in which we want to know your votes, dear audience. So those of you who are watching the event online, please give your vote at the poll. And those of you who are on site, on the spot, please raise your hand for Team Quimbra. Team Yash. Team Jena. And Team Salamanca. And while we are counting the votes, I am handing it over to you, Yash.
Thank you very much. We are curious to see and to hear the feedback of our judges. Please, the mic is yours.
Okay, I think I have to start. I think I'm not sure, but anyway, I will start. So, well done to everyone to have spotted the difference between volume and surface. So that was very good to point out. And I say everyone, but I think Yash didn't mention it. But Yash went with the convention, and that's also, I think, pretty much very, very good. And also the fact that it's called Earth in different languages also is very interesting. So I think Yash mentioned that as well. And even in Farsi, I'm from Iranian background. Even in Farsi, we say Earth basically. So that's very interesting. I will go with the same points for everyone, 8 for everyone, because yeah, everyone got it basically.
Okay, it was in a sense a short question, and that's why we had also quite short answers. It was challenging to create anything very special on this theme, and to add to the previous comments, Earth is Earth, also in Finnish it's maa. I agree with the previous judge, so that I think that they're more or less equal. I'll give 6 points to Yash, Jena, and Salamanca. But I think that Coimbra's reasoning was a bit better, and I'll give 8 points to Coimbra.
Okay, so I also agree that 3 out of 4 teams mentioned the fact that the volume is the most important thing. But also, of course, when I thought about this question, I thought in a similar way as many of the teams, and I thought it was convention, and we fixed it long ago when we didn't know about the existence of the ocean. But actually, it turns out it is not like that, at least based on what I read on Wikipedia. So the decision, the convention started in the early 15th century. And at that time, we already knew that there was a lot of water on the planet. So I think this explanation is not very convincing. Anyway, so I would give 9 to Coimbra, 8 to Yash, 10 to Jena, straight to the point, and 9 to Salamanca.
Thank you very much to the judges for the feedback, also for the inputs. We are waiting to see on the screen the votes from the audience. We are now having the votes. On the first place, University of Jena, University of Yash going on the second place, University of Coimbra with 148 points on the third place, and last but not least, University of Salamanca with 139 points. Congratulations so far. We are going to Jena for question number 7.
So thank you so much Did you see that, Jack? That was so wonderful. I think, Jack, can you do the next question?
Anna, no. We said it's your question now. It says in the script, it's your question.
We talked about that early in the team meeting.
Anna, come on, okay.
Be your...
Fine, I'll do it. The 7th question is about people working together or against each other. Anna, are women or men showing more solidarity to each other in working life? So for this question, you have 5 minutes time. Ready, steady, and go.
Okay, so I'll just pass the question on. Yes. Oh, there is the request for an audience joker. It's the...
No trabalho, é isso?
Sim. Sim, mas são mais as mulheres por causa da parte do cooperative breeding, que ajudam a criar as crianças umas das outras. Mas os homens também colaboram para a caça, colaboram para conseguir caçar e tal. Portanto, hoje em dia não passa por isso.
É assim, podíamos começar com isso. Podíamos começar com essa parte mais questão, mais... Eles querem uma resposta. Não, mas eles querem ser homens ou mulheres. Eles querem uma resposta. E se dissermos que é uma coisa que
are walking. No?
Contextos, existe, podemos encontrar uma. Porque assim, no caso de homens e mulheres, nós se calhar não conseguimos encontrar aqui uma argumentação.
Acho que existe base para isso, porque as mulheres têm uma tendência maior a colaborar, até porque se os homens vão lá até para colaborar para objetivos comuns, mas depois têm mais a parte do conflito, defender o território, enquanto que as mulheres têm mais...
Mas é assim, se calhar ilustrávamos isso com animais, com homens e mulheres.
Mas mesmo nos líderes mundiais, acho que existe, eu já vi estudos a dizer que as primeiras vistas são mais abertas.
Exato, agora foi a italiana,
mas estragou a média.
Estragou a média,
sim, mas se for um bocado italiação, mas também encontramos
solidariedade entre eles no mundo do trabalho. Solidariedade no mundo do trabalho. Não é libertariano.
Eu acho que a ideia de dizer tudo isto sobre. Eu acho que é melhor encontrar um aspecto positivo. É dizer que tem que haver. Vamos falar, digamos.
No, we don't spend anybody, and we put them on the quote.
Existe historial.
Not only
as pessoas para ganhar em vez de simplesmente haver uma ganhar e perder. Não sei se coisa desse estilo pode funcionar. Portanto, é importante saber comunicação e entendimento.
But then we can also come into the picture and say, but you can't just reduce it to man and woman because there's a lot of us. And
to the man or woman, to tall and short.
Now we're killing this.
Very good to make a row, and then we appear.
So, we take the opportunity to tell you something about the My Mobile Tutor app, because today there's an app for everything, right? And this app can really ease your student life. Has anybody the My Mobile Tutor app installed already? Yeah? Okay, nice. Because all you others, you should install it, because it's a web-based application for everyone in the 7 EC2U universities and cities, and it contains a lot of helpful information about student life, about the universities and the cities itself, about everyday life tips. There's even a calendar of events where you can look where to go to. There's a map of the city, and it's also for getting to know the other other cities, because if you're a student of University of Salamanca and you want to go to Jena, which is a pretty good idea, then you can use the app and inform yourself about what's going on in Jena, where to find what. So therefore, you can use the app for your arrival here in Jena. The app is available in English, but it's also in all of the other 7 languages as well. We post the link to the app in the chat of this Zoom conference, so you can click it and download it. Please do so. But with finding out what it's about, wait a little bit after the live stream. There will be plenty of time to check the My Mobile Tutor app, because here the time is passing. We have 10 seconds and our team here had to use their first lifeline. They were choosing their audience lifeline. So you can see there are 2 people standing in front of our group and they're giving important hints for answering this question. So we only have 2 lifelines left, and I'm pretty excited how helpful the audience joker was. And Jena, since we're already in the live stream, we're going to start with your answer. Team Jena, please present the answer to the question.
Hi, yes. So what we tried to do here was a little experiment, because we cannot help ourselves from being scientists, okay? We tried to search in the public who would be willing to help us. And we actually, well, the idea, I have to be honest, was to see if more women or more men were willing to help us, yeah, to have some light in this answer. But nicely, we got both an offer from men and women. So this proves, I think, maybe the question is not well phrased, and we would like to say it would be better to phrase these kind of questions in what could we achieve if we both, men and women, are willing to work together, no matter the gender, no matter the differences. Yeah, so that's it.
So this is a nice answer to head over to University of Salamanca. What has your team to say about this?
Okay, so education is the key to everything. So do you think that's the reason why we're women and men starting to get more helpful with each other?
Well, yes, I think that nowadays children learn from a very young age that solidarity is a very important trait in every aspect of their life, and they are encouraged to implement this in their day-to-day life. So when they start to work, they already know, and they have already a habit of being solidary between each other.
But wait. I don't get it. But if men and women are different, how are we going to complement us? I don't get it.
But there has been a lot of political changes as well.
Yeah, you're right. For example, some years ago, when a woman wanted to go to an interview in a company, they would ask her, do you want to have children? And depending on the answer, they may give her the job or not. But for example, in Spain and in other European countries, nowadays there are new political measures that say that we need the same resting weeks during the pregnancy time for men and for women. So if they wanted to have kids, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman.
So, do you know how to do this?
Yes, let me help you. First, you have to do this and then this.
Thanks. That's why we work better together.
It's the moment to Coimbra. All for you.
Thank you, Salamanca. So, Team Quimbra, women, men, solidarity, what do you have to say?
The origin of cooperation is a very, very important and intriguing question, not only in biology, but also in the social sciences. And we have to think that cooperation is everywhere in the animal kingdom, and even plants cooperate. So we need to understand our own cooperation. We need to think in evolutionary terms. And of course, men are used to cooperate, for example, for hunting big game. They have to cooperate, always had. and they have a common purpose. Women as well in the evolutionary history have to cooperate for cooperative breeding, to defend their children against other villages. So they would always cooperate when they have the common purpose. But men have a different force coming in, which is they cooperate when they have the same goal, but then they have to fight, defend their territories, defend their females. So in the end, when we sum all of these, there's a scientific base that women are more inclined to cooperate than men.
Thank you very much. So now we had a real, I mean, almost real battle going on, which shows us that the stakes are high here at Coimbra. And so now we're moving to University Iași.
Team Iași is ready with the answer. We start right now.
I'm tall.
I'm obviously short.
I'm analytical.
I'm analytical too.
I'm a man in social science.
I'm a woman in hard science. Well, it's obvious that we're very different, and also it's very obvious that all these qualities are distributed just by, by nature, by whatever we think is upside. So the same thing is with solidarity and solidaric behaviors. Sometimes men are showing more solidarity. Otherwise, women are showing more solidarity. Maybe the more precise answer might be related to a concept from psychology, which is emotional intelligence, and the studies show that solidarity is somehow inside this emotional intelligence. And by learning, by teaching emotions, sorry, you've got the point.
Thank you, Team Iași. We are now ready with all the answers, and we would like to know the votes, dear audience. Those of you who watch the event online, please give your vote at the poll, and those of you who are on the spot, please raise your hands for the team that you liked the most. So we had answers from Team Coimbra, from Team Iași, Team Jena, and Team Salamanca. I remind you to vote online if you watch our event online. Now I give the mic over to Jena.
And who liked Salamanca's answer the best? Okay, was that a clear vote for you?
That was a clear vote for us. We have Team Jena first, we have Team Iași second, then Team Coimbra and Salamanca for the last place from our audience votes. And now we want to give the word to our judges.
Thank you. So this was quite a tricky question and difficult to answer, because as far as I know, there is very little research on this topic. And your answer surely depends on your own age, maybe, depends on whom you ask, depends on, it's very much an individual thing and a personal experience. So the answers were different, but I think that quite equal anyway. And I'll give 8 points to all teams. Jena used, it was a very clever answer. Jena used even a small scientific experience there. Hints from audience in a kind of mini survey. Salamanca showed very well that there is no clear answer. There was a debate in the team. It was a very good solution. Coimbra had a good show. And even like an illustration. Illustration to this, it was maybe a bit more serious answer. So we are all different but equal.
Okay, so In my opinion, I liked a lot, I agree with what Rita said mostly, but I liked a lot the answers and performances by Jena and Salamanca. Jena, I liked the idea of conducting the social experience on the spot, and also the good conclusion. Salamanca, I liked a lot the show that was showing how to cooperate, and I would give 9 to Jena and Salamanca. I would give 8 to Coimbra. I like the answer, I like the show, but it was, in my opinion, a bit too sharp. In this case, a bit less sharpness would have been better, in my opinion. And Iasi, I give only 7 because, okay, I like the answer, but the show was not the usual high level.
Yeah, thank you, Alexandru. For me, so I like the social experiments by Jena. It's good also to talk about the shortcomings of the experiments when we do that on stage. So I would have added that. So I would go 7 for Jena, a little bit less than the others judges. Salamanca 8 for creativity. I like the creative answer. Yash 8 and Quimbra. Maybe the answer was a little bit too definitive at the end. You know, I think the science is not really clear on that. So I would go for 7 for Coimbra. Thank you.
Here, who ranked, well, what audience ranked as a winner today, and while we're waiting for the results to come up, let's see. Oh, okay, so we have, proud to say, you can hear it from the audience. The first winner is University of Jena. The second one, following closely, very closely, is the University of Iași, followed by the University of Coimbra on a good 3rd place. And last place in this case, this time University of Salamanca.
Well, and Salamanca is the right wording because we head over to Alberto for question number 8.
Thank you very much. First of all, we are very proud of our young team, our students, fantastic work. And question number 8 is to do with our human voice. Listen, why does our voice sound differently from the inside of our body as compared to a recording? You have 3 minutes time.
Porque usamos a vibração depois. E uma coisa simplesmente a vibração vibração
No, pero en plan, yo honestamente, si lo quiero explicar, necesito un cuerpo, en plan, explicar. La voz sale de aquí, la vibración sale de aquí hasta la cabeza. Entonces, cuando lo escuchamos un audio,
yo creo que podemos juntar otra vez las dos cosas.
Que a nossa voz soa diferente quando falamos
Yo
e quando
lo que dijo de
ouvimos uma
representar
gravação.
es como...
É diferente, a gravação é uma questão mecânica.
Intentamos retirar algo.
É isso tem que se
O som que nós emitimos é vibrações, são ondas de compressão de ar.
So we'll be more serious this
Se as gravarmos 2 palavras
when you hear it on a recording.
You can pay 10 out of 10 answers are no idea.
Mas isso é diferente, não é?
I find it funny talking about
consegue transmitir essas frequências outra vez para a vibração também, claro que quanto maior.
Let's see what the team is doing here, being really concentrated, still raising their voices. at 1 minute 20 left.
Que alguien diga, I don't like my voice here, or something like that. Claro, yo pondría primero.
We are here. We are waiting for the time. Our students, they are speaking, thinking about the best answer. We are confident of them.
O que se está a passar é que as vibrações do ar são convertidas em impulsos elétricos que são gravadas no disco rígido, esses impulsos elétricos, e depois é lido esse impulso elétrico, essa gravação, mas a informação que se perde.
The time is solving Q8. Is fine. Finishing.
What do you think about this answer, judges?
Well, it's finished. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Time's up. Let's hear what the team figured out, and we start here from Uni Salamanca. You have 1 minute time to present your great answer.
Okay, so the voice that we hear comes from the vibration from our neck. That vibration goes to our head, and those bones vibrate. Our brain tries to interpret that vibration within the voice. That's why we hear our voice different from the recording, because the recording is just an external noise instead of our vibration, right?
One second. Maybe we could stole the trophy?
No way,
Why
it's
not?
legal.
Yeah, we wanna earn it.
Fair and square, right? We deserve it. Yeah.
Okay.
Legally. We don't want to steal it.
Oh, I'm going to discuss with Berlin.
Thank you, Salamanca. And now we're moving here to hear the answer of Team Quimbra. So, Ruben, as you speak, remember how your voice sounds like, because afterwards you're going to hear that in the recording. So what's your answer?
So there's two answers, actually. Well, the first thing is that sound is vibration, right? So when I'm talking, I'm compressing some air, and then this propagates through air, through waves of compression. So of course, when I'm listening to myself, I'm feeling a lot more vibration that is not only coming through air, but all my body is vibrating. When we record that information is recorded by a microphone, and it becomes an electric signal. So it's stored as an electric signal that then has to be reproduced again to vibration. And the microphone can not record all the frequencies that I'm talking. That's once. And then the speaker cannot reproduce all the sounds that were recorded into electronic format. So that's why we don't hear the same thing that when we are hearing back from the recorder. So what do you think about this answer, judges? Hope you're happy. Not sure if you could listen to anything, but. So what do you think about this answer, judges? Hope you're happy. Hope you're happy now.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ruben. And so now we're again moving over to University of Iași.
Here is Iași ready to provide the answer. Lucian, you have the mic.
Okay, thank you. I will start with a question to the audience. Do you like your voice when you're hearing it on an audio recording? I simply hate my voice. Okay, so the simple explanation for this is that when I'm speaking now to you, I'm hearing my voice both as vibrations that are transmitted through the air to my ear, but also as vibrations that are transmitted through my body, through my soft tissues, through my skull to my ear. So I have like two distinct directions. When I'm hearing an audio recording, I'm hearing only the vibrations through the air, and that's why there is a difference. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Straight to the point. And if you also resonate with the answer, you can vote the team from Iași. We move forward now to Jena.
Yeah, and we heard some, I say, disturbing noises throughout the session. We heard a hi and we heard a low, and I decided to give some crazy noises as well.
Because my voice is now getting lower, but I don't have an answer to the question. So let's just hear what our team has prepared.
Okay, so science is always about demonstration. So let's start with a short demonstration. Can you say something?
Winners!
And can you say again the same word in the same pronunciation and the same sound levels?
Winners!
So as you heard, the sound is completely different. In the first case, if you're talking to someone, one person speaks and the sound travels over the air into your ear, and this is how you perceive the sound. However, if you're talking and you're listening to yourself, basically the sound does not only travel over the air, but also through your body. So as the group before said, the sound wave also especially travel over the bones, and therefore there's a different resonance as in the glass, as you could hear it. So different resonance because the sound is also significantly transported over the bones. And that is the main difference, sound over bones and sound over air.
All right, thank you so much. Well, since we're here, let's hear the audience votes again. For those of you who are watching this event on the live stream, please use the poll function, and all the audiences on the location, please raise your hands or give us a big round of applause. We will start with your applause for Team Coimbra. All right. And we'll move on with the Team Iași. Your applause for Team Iași. And then we'll have Team Jena. And here's the vote for Team Salamanca. So I think I heard that we have Team Jena first, and then we have Team Salamanca, I would say, then Team Coimbra, and Team Iași. This is our voting. Thanks, dear audience, and over to Uni of Salamanca.
Thank you so much. Now I give a word to our judges again.
So, congratulations to all the teams. I think all gave very nice answers and scientifically sound. Indeed, the main problem is that voice travels in two different paths, and then the way this is modified can be different. However, having said this, I think that the nicest explanation, including the demonstration, was the one given by Jena. So I would give a 10 to Jena and 9 to everyone else. And I would also conclude by saying that actually I am surprised that our voice, as we hear it, is quite close, is not so different from the recordings, and this is something strange because it could be much more different according to what you said. So that's something to think about.
Well, for me, then I want to get a boost to Salamanca. I feel like they don't have enough love because they're doing a great job. And as you said, it's a very young team. So 10 for them. As a booster, okay. And also I really liked the Quimbra answer, so I would give them 10. It was very well explained, and also the recording and the frequencies in the recording that changes, and so very well done. The live experiment, again, Jena, Good, 9 for them.
¿Quién
9.
es el ganador de
And
esta?
Yash, 8 for Yash.
So this time I fully agree with Alessandra. I also gave 10 to Jena. It was excellent, not only content-wise, but also the presentation was really excellent. And 9 to all 3 others. Good answers, both scientifically and especially I would like to say that Yash had the very good teamwork in the presentation. Thank you, all teams.
Sorry, we are talking about the results of these questions, and we have a lot of work here. Well, we look at the votes from the audience, and who is the winner of this question? Somebody could. Oh, okay, very good. Iasi 225, second place. First place, University of Jena, 229, and University of Coimbra, 209, and our fantastic University of Salamanca, 196. And for question number 9, we go to Uni Yes again.
Actually, we move to question number 10. So Jena, you have the mic.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, time is running fast, and not only for the next question, since you only have 2 minutes time to answer it, but also for the overall event. So we're here at question number 10, and I would ask the audience, is anybody tired already? I should hope not. No? Oh, that's very good. But if you have ever seen anybody yawn and made a yawn as well, the following question might have occurred to you. Question number 10 is, why is yawning infectious?
So this time you have only 2 short minutes to answer the question.
So ready,
So whenever you're ready,
steady, and go.
Não podemos procurar usar a ajuda? Então, nós estamos a escolher.
Exatamente, é um reflexo, né?
Sim.
Uma parte social da empatia com outras pessoas, há novamente neurónios no subconsciente que afetem.
O espelho não dá para nada aqui.
E acontece com outros comportamentos também.
Vamos usar para brincar.
Tem a ver com a parte da cooperação, também mostrar empatia com os outros. Também acontece, acho que o cigarro, se alguém fuma, outra pessoa também fuma. Mas ao mesmo tempo.
The Salamanca team now is discussing about the questions. They are very concentrated. And let's move now to Uni Coimbra.
It's been going out. Esta energía no es solo que se pase y por eso se hace, sino porque realmente hay gente con sueño y puede salir, ¿sabes? ¿Cómo que posible que sea?
As coisas que sejam contagiosas. Ou então, pá, sou uma pessoa e tipo, por exemplo, eu faço assim e a pessoa está ao meu lado caladinha e faço exatamente igual. Por isso, tanto, e a outra pessoa faz exatamente. Todos exatamente.
Sim, todos atrás de ti. Mas como é que nós vemos o que é que tu estás a fazer?
Tipo em meia lua.
Em meia lua.
Cada vez que eu falo, vocês todos falam.
Aqui.
Não,
Eu não vou estar a bocejar, não é? Porque está a falar, mas não.
Sim, exato. É isso que eu vou falando e tentar formular uma resposta e vou arranjando tricks. Por exemplo, quando alguém
Time is over
seja
in
e todos repetem.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1, and thank you.
So the time's up. And let's hear, everybody, what the teams have figured out. And again, we start here from the Uni Jena. So, guys, you have 1 minute to present your answer. Are you ready to present? Who's going to give us the answer?
So we would like to ask the question if yawning is even more infectious than, for example, drinking. So if you see me drinking, quite a lot of people, they also drink. Or if I even scratch my face or my arm, I see like people there and there, they're also scratching right now. So we are human beings, we are social creatures, and we try to copy behavior from other creatures, from other humans, because we want to perceive positive feedback for them. So we want to be positive, we want to get positive feedback, and this is why we just copy any behavior, and yawning is just, it's just one of them.
All right, now everybody's asleep, I guess. No, they're not. They're very much alive here in Jena. Okay, thank you so much. Let's hear from Team Salamanca.
Oh my God, I love your t-shirt.
Thank you. We have the same t-shirt. I also got a blue pen. Do you have a pen?
Yes, I do have a blue pen.
Oh my God, this is so trendy, right?
Yeah, and this yawning may be a trend, and it's endless because since the ancient times, if you yawn, the other people will do it as well, and it don't need to be in contact.
Yeah, because for example, if you're hearing a WhatsApp audio or something, and that person is yawning, you're gonna yawn, right?
Yeah, and it's like clothes. It's just a trend because if you see it and think about it, it gets you the mood to do it as well.
Right,
it's all
so,
your conscious.
So.
Thank you very much for your talent and enjoying answer. Uni Coimbra, your turn.
Thank you very much, Salamanca. So, Team University of Coimbra, we are pretty much awake, eyes wide open to hear your answer. Coimbra?
This is a fantastic question, and because it's also related to human behavior, which is very interesting. And it's also related to the origin of cooperation, because humans, we like to cooperate and we like to know who we can cooperate with. So sometimes we have some behaviors that are not explained by our active part of the brain, but they are just unconscious. We like to express to the other people that we are talking to, that we are collaborating. So that happens, for example, when we take a cigarette and we start smoking and somebody else involuntarily take a cigarette and start smoking. It happens also with yawning, because we are all in the same mood.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ruben and Team Quimbra. And now handing it over to University of Iași once again.
Hello from Iași. We are ready to give you the answer. Lucian.
Okay. Thank you. So first of all, we'll do a little experiment to establish if this is scientific fact or just an urban legend. So now we'll all start yawning. And probably you in the audience did the same. Hopefully. It's true. It's true. It's true. I saw you. Okay. So the scientific explanation to this phenomenon would be the following. You yawn when you're relaxed, and the other members of the group would yawn to show solidarity with you. This means that we feel good together. We feel relaxed together. So from all the small habits that we copy between us, this is the most infectious. An example, if I would look at something with big attention, many people around me would do the same, probably because there is a danger and they want to see it, or maybe there is something interesting and they want to see it. But nothing is as infectious as yawning, because this shows the solidarity of the group.
Thank you, Lucian. Thank you, Team Iași. And now we are ready with the answers to question number 10. Thank you very much to all the teams involved for the creativity and also for the fact that you provided us with these answers. We want you to find out, to see your votes, dear audience. Those of you, guys, those of you who are watching the event online, please give your vote at the poll. And those of you who are on the spot, just raise your hands. So now we have on the screen the question, the poll, and also the vote, so you can vote online. I give the mic over to Jena.
So, who thinks Team Yash was best? What did you think? How was Team Jena doing? It warms my heart. Okay. And finally, who thought Team Salamanca gave a really good answer? That's a close runner-up, right?
That's a tough one between Coimbra and Salamanca. So we have to collect again. So who's for Coimbra?
And who would give Salamanca first rank?
Okay, I guess it was a little bit more for Coimbra. So we have Team Jena first, then we have Team Coimbra, then Team Salamanca, and then Team Yash. So now we hear from our judges again.
So thank you all teams. You are getting better and better, and very good show from all teams. Good humor, experiment also from all teams. We're yawning also here in Turku studio, I must say. So fantastic work. I would like to make a little difference and give Coimbra 10 points and the other 3 9.
So again, you're great. You're a great scientist, great thinker. So I think I agree with basically all of the answers. I think all of them were to the point and emphasized the role of social behavior. However, I have these 2 things to say. First, maybe since this was maybe I would not say easy, but easier question, I would have liked to see more creativity, more maybe some crazy answer. And in this respect, I liked a bit more the performance of Salamanca and the connection with the trend, which is something we experience even today. So I would give Salamanca a 10. Then I would give a 9 to Yash, because they highlighted that yawning is, and I think they are right, a bit different from the other gestures. So there's something special about yawning. And then I would give 8 and 8 to Coimbra and Jena.
Thank you, Alessandro. As for me, I feel like they were all giving the same kind of answers, so I would go 8 for all of them. 8 for everyone.
Okay, wow. So thank you very much to the judges again for your answers to that really difficult judgment question. And we would like to also now see the votes from the audience. Let's see whether we already have the numbers up. Oh, yes. Okay. Wow.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
We feel so honored. Okay. Thank you. So the University of Jena ranked first place. And we're really, really closely followed by the University of Yash with their beautiful answer too. And again followed by the University of Coimbra on a 3rd place. And 4th place, University of Salamanca. So
all right. Thank you for this. And since time is running, we skip also the last question. So that's it. So we're going to have a wrap up now. And yeah, let's see how this event went all together. Let's hear it.
Yes, we're coming here to Coimbra right now. I don't know, I'm curious. I would like to know if I were on the place of people attending, both online and in presence, what were your impressions of the show? Well, I could give you my own impression of what has been happening. I mean, science is not always respected in society, but we know that science is absolutely fundamental. It doesn't have all the answers, but it has most of the answers, and at least it tries to always think things through. And we can actually do this by doing fun stuff and by letting people know what it is exactly that researchers do, and this sense of mystery, of the challenge of being confronted with something new, with something that people usually do not think about. And so on my behalf, I would say that we learned a lot here today. We asked very important questions, also trivial and funny questions. And I'm very, very happy with what we achieved here today at this second version of the Science Battle, now in 2022. But I would also like to ask the judges for their impressions. I mean, what's your take, dear judges, on what we've witnessed here today?
So, a great experience. I mean, these kind of events show that the way of thinking is something that ties us together, and it's something that makes human beings as they are. And we like to think rationally. We like also to have a lot of fun. So this was a lot of fun. I would say congratulations to Jena. We are scared because Pavia won the last science battle, and next time we probably have to fight against Jena. Very strong, very well assorted team. Also, let me say, Salamanca, I love you. I'm sorry that you came last, but that's the competition. You did a great job when it comes to the show, the performance, the happiness. Congratulations.
So that was a first experience also of this science battle for me. I really liked the format, the way of showing how science works when you have a group of people thinking and trying to solve questions. Maybe people could have used more the lifelines. I don't know. I think only one team used that. Maybe, I don't know, we could have more time also for the group to think and to find maybe some clever ways to explain science. Also, one thing that could be I could add is that sometimes also science goes against what we think, and this is hard sometimes for the brain to accept the evidence. So on that note, for instance, some people are going to believe science when it goes, for instance, with their ideology or political views. For instance, climate change. If you talk about climate change, some people are going to agree because they're going to vote the left, but some people are going to disagree. And so science is all about evidence, and yeah, we should use these events to point out that sometimes the evidence goes against what you think, and you have to accept it. So thank you again, and good job, Jena. I think if I look at my scores, pretty much the teams were almost equal. So well done to everyone.
So thank you everybody, and thank you all teams, and congratulations to all teams. And I think that we really all got inspired by science, as the Turku logo or motto says. Teams were different. There were different ways of reasoning and presenting, and I also really appreciate the young team from Salamanca. One point maybe more, unfortunately, we couldn't follow the reasoning in the teams as well as was planned, but we saw, of course, mostly the result of that reasoning. Answers were presented excellently. They were clever, clear, fun, creative, also original. So I think that all teams had really understood the spirit of the science battle. Congratulations all.
So thank you very much to the judges for their impressions. I guess I can sum them up very briefly by saying that it all went out really well, as you've heard from one of the creators of Science Battle, Rita. We've heard the results of the reasoning, even though not always how the teams were thinking about. We've also heard how these events are very important because not everyone believes in science. Sometimes our reasoning is tainted by ideological or other sources of belief. And so even though science does not have all the answers, just to repeat what I said before, let's keep pushing for enlightening, let's say, the public and keep doing these events. Of course, there are always technical and other things to ameliorate from one year to the other, but that's just what happens when we're doing these events live. So before we recall the final points and formally declare again the winner, I want to remind you all that next year there will be the third EC2U Science Battle. Then the arena is taken by the University of Pavia and by today's winner. Also, for those teams, you may also still send questions for next year. Please just follow the instructions on the EC2U website, which should be posted around now. So thank you all. Thank you, participants. You were amazing. Thank you, judges. It was inspired listening to your comments. And thank you to all who have been organizing this exceptional event, to all the teams, the technical teams, etc. Sometimes you're doing invisible work, but which is very, very important and without which we could not be here. And most of all, thank you, dear audience, both at home and in presence in each of the universities, for your questions, your comments, your lively debate, your thumbs up. Now we more or less already know who is today's winner and that will compete in the EC2U Science Battle in September 23 in the finals against the University of Pavia. So if I had a drum, I could roll out the drums, but we will wait to see the official last results once again in the image. And so here it is, it's official. In fourth place, last but not least, we have the very brave young team of Salamanca with 263 points. Let's hear it for Salamanca. In second place, we have our University of Coimbra, our wonderful team at the University of Coimbra. Let's hear it for Quimbra. In a very dignified and close second place, we have the University of Iași, wonderful performance, 286 points. And finally, the winner of the 2022 Science Battle with over 300 points, we have the University of Jena with 301 points. Congratulations, Jena! So congratulations, Team Jena. Well done, all teams. The trophy will be given to you in the Iasi EC2U forum in October. I guess we'll be seeing the trophy now.
Congratulations, Jena.
Yes,
Here's a
here
trophy.
it is. It's a trophy of the World
given
Cup.
in Iasi next week. Congratulations to all the teams. You did a great job.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much to all of you. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy science. Thank you.
So thank you all here in the audience. You did an awesome job in supporting our team. You did an awesome job in answering those questions. Next year, we're going against Pavia. So it's Germany against Italy. And we will see who will win the EC2U science battle in 2023. One last big round of applause for Anna and for the team and for you.
And for Jack and for every team that was involved in this science battle today, because that was just an amazing experience. Thank you so much.
Woo!